League of Wildness, Ruckman Dan here, coming at you day 2 from our Vietnam factory visit. Things continue to go well and things continue to get wilder. So yesterday was like, I got to the office, walked in, and just immediately we're going at it. 5 or 6 of us around the table. There's samples everywhere, prototypes everywhere. We're cutting them up, we're drawing on them, and it took me a second to take the razor to this prototype that looks so good. You know, it looks production quality, but there's just these little nuances. It's mainly, we're adjusting things by like literally millimeters. It's move this a few millimeters this way, widen this by, 5 millimeters, things like that. It's all very subtle adjustments just to get that perfect fit. So we did that for like 10 hours yesterday, and it was exhausting. And last night, it's like the jet lag is hitting me bad right now. Last night, I fell asleep at like 10, woke up at 2, just wide awake. So I'm hitting like peak jet lag, but I think tomorrow it's 8:05 p.m. right now, so I'm gonna record this, get it loaded up on YouTube, and then rack out for the night. But today, much slower pace. Really, the focus was on the frame. So for what would be, I guess, the third prototype, I'd increased the thoracic curvature just a little bit, but I went too much. So we kind of brought that back to what's a much better fit for the frame. And really the focus today was on the shoulder straps and the back panel. It's just getting the angles right coming off the main pack and how the strap's coming over your shoulder, working on the width, working on the padding, all that. But it's me up in the sample room, and there's probably like, I think there's 20 or 30 sewers in the sample room. And again, there's like 5 or 6 of us all around these samples. We're measuring, we're cutting things up, and it's, they put on the shoulder straps. I'd try it on. We'd grab someone, have them try it on, get feedback, and then we'd cut it off, put it on at like a slight, a millimeter, slightly to a different angle, or change the width, change the distance here, there, whatever. And we got it to a really good place. So it's fun. It's definitely, it's fast paced. It's high energy. You have to kind of like have the discipline to kind of step back and not just react. You need to kind of think things through a little like slower, which in my jet lag state was, in a way it kind of helped, because I'm like, I had to kind of rev myself up, so I was processing things a little slower, which I honestly think was useful. But we mainly worked on what's going to be our small/medium size. So then we'll kind of take the principles from that, apply it to our large XL size, and then if that is off at all, we'll be able to adjust. But we're working on one size, getting that dialed in. We'll take those principles to the larger size, and we can adjust as needed on that. But back panel, I'm psyched on. We made some changes. It's going to breathe a lot better. So we spaced out some of the padding. It's a much more streamlined padding. We changed as well the material that is on the back. It's a little smoother, a little nicer. But the way from the second prototype, which is that's what you're seeing in the Kickstarter. All the photos, all the video, that's our second prototype. There's a little more spacing, so it's gonna allow for a lot more breathability, especially on hot days. It'll be way better, and it's not taking away from any comfort at all. If anything, it should be more comfortable. So that's been super encouraging. The zipper, we bumped up the zipper to kind of the next level up, so it's gonna much stronger zipper. These are YKK. And again, a lot of the stuff's like, it's very simple adjustment. So for example, there's the black webbing that goes around the outside of the pack that has the handles on it. We adjusted that so it's balanced more in the center of that part of the pack, a little closer to the back panel, so when you pick it up with weight, it'll balance in there really nicely. What I'm also super psyched on, the self-fill bag. We got that size dialed in. It fits perfectly in the pack. And again, you'll be able to load it up with sand, gravel, rocks, whatever you want, essentially. And it's gonna be heavy. You'll be able to load that thing up and it fits perfectly inside the pack. There's webbing loops on each side so you can strap it in and hold it really secure. I'm psyched on it. It turned out really well. And then kind of in the downtime, there's a few experimental, we can call them, products that, I'd have everyone would leave. I'd be alone in the meeting room and kind of be looking at, and these are Wild Gym products that it's kind of like the first prototype, the first concept, just kind of feeling things out. So I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver on those, so we'll wait a little more to share specifics. But just like I said on the previous video, on the day one video, just even if I just came out for the one day, it would have been a huge success. So having the opportunity for 2 days, it's just, things keep getting better. So we found an amazing manufacturing partner. If any of you guys have the Neon Buffalo, you've seen that quality, it's gonna be that and better. So thank you guys for the support. And if you're a backer, or even if not, if you're psyched on rucking and you kind of believe in the message that we're trying to promote at Wild Gym, it's really getting outside, expanding your imagination of what's possible, and using that social facilitation of the group to just kind of raise all our boats, raise all our ships. And if you're looking for something like that, I'd encourage you to check out the League of Wildness Facebook group. It's the Wild Gym League of Wildness. It's a private group on Facebook. We do challenges. It's just the positivity, the energy, the enthusiasm. It's incredible. So if you're looking for something like that, if you want to, it's certainly a community of like-minded people, but there's also, how we describe it is it's fuel. It's psychological fuel that it keeps you accountable and it keeps you consistent. And it's not about crushing yourself every single day. We certainly do not discourage that, but it's really about just what we say in our meetings is or the pack meets really. It's that 80% mindset. So it's creating a lifestyle and a philosophy and these principles that you can maintain essentially for life, focusing on an 80% success rate. It's especially health and fitness, you're not gonna do 100% of workouts. That's just, we're human, it's not gonna happen. But I think if you make 80% the goal, that's just gonna be a really powerful impact. So 80% for life. But on that note, I need to get some sleep. So tomorrow the plan is we're gonna meet in the morning. We're gonna go visit the main manufacturing facility. It's about an hour and a half away. We'll tour that. We'll go back to the sample room, check out the edits we made at the end of the day today, and we'll just keep on with the relentless forward progress. So thank you guys for the support. If you have questions, leave comments, and the future is wild. Thanks guys. Ruck on.